Did you know that 41% of recent graduates are underemployed in their first job? Yep, you heard that right. Nearly half of us are stuck in roles that don't even require a degree. But don't freak out just yet. I'm about to spill the tea on how to beat those odds. Let's face it, scoring that first gig after college can feel like trying to win the lottery, especially if your degree isn't exactly setting the job market on fire. But don't worry, I've got your back with some game-changing strategies. That's why today I'll take you to how to get your first job after college with a bad degree. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our video updates. Plus, it helps us spread the Thrive Wise love to help more people thrive wisely. Now, let's begin. Let's get real for a second. If you're rocking a degree that's not exactly in high demand, you're probably feeling like you're swimming upstream. Trust me, I get it. The struggle is beyond real. First off, you're up against a sea of other graduates, all vying for the same entry-level positions. It's like the Hunger Games out there, but with resumes instead of weapons. And let's not even get started on those job descriptions asking for 5 years of experience for an entry-level role. Like, make it make sense. Then there's the whole employer bias thing. Some companies have this weird obsession with prestigious degrees, acting like your college choice is the be-all and end-all of your potential. Newsflash, it's not. And don't even get me started on the skills gap. You've spent years learning theory, but now employers want practical skills you've never even heard of. It's like they expect you to be a mind reader or something. But here's the thing. Despite all these challenges, you're not doomed to a life of unemployment or settling for jobs that have nothing to do with your degree. There's hope, and I'm here to show you how to turn things around. So how about we dive into the good stuff? How to actually land that job when your degree isn't exactly setting the world on fire. Buckle up because we're about to go on a wild ride through the job market jungle. Starting off with number 1. Network like your career depends on it. First things up, networking. I know, the word alone probably makes you want to crawl under a rock, but hear me out. Networking is like the secret sauce of job hunting. It's the difference between being a random resume in a stack and being Sarah's friend who's perfect for the role. Think of networking like you're building your own personal Avengers team. Each person you connect with is a potential superhero who might swoop in and save your career day. And the best part, you don't even need to be a Tony Stark to build this team. You can start with your college alumni network. These folks have been in your shoes and might be more willing to lend a hand. You can also attend industry events, even if you have to pretend to like small talk and finger food. You can join professional associations related to your field of interest. And don't forget about LinkedIn. It's like Facebook, but for people who want jobs instead of cat memes. Number 2. Focus on transferable skills. Next up, let's talk about transferable skills. These are the Swiss Army knives of the job world. They're useful no matter what job you're going for. And guess what? You've got a whole toolbox full of them, even if you don't realize it yet. Think about it. That group project where you had to wrangle 5 procrastinators into producing a half-decent presentation, that's practically project management and leadership. The time you explain complex theories to your classmates, that's communication skills. And don't even get me started on the organizational skills you develop trying to balance classes, part-time jobs, and a social life. Make a list of all these skills. Critical thinking, problem solving, adaptability. These are your new best friends. When you're applying for jobs, don't just focus on what you learned in your classes. Highlight how these transferable skills make you a perfect fit for the role. All you need to remember is that in the words of the great philosopher Liam Neeson, you have a very particular set of skills, so use them. Number 3. Tailor your resume and cover letter. Now let's talk about your resume and cover letter. These aren't just pieces of paper. They're your personal marketing materials. And just like you wouldn't wear a clown suit to a black tie event, Unless that's your thing, no judgment, you shouldn't send the same generic resume to every job. Tailoring your application is like being a chameleon, but instead of changing colors, you're changing how you present your skills and experiences to match what each employer is looking for. It's not about lying or exaggerating. It's about highlighting the parts of your background that are the most relevant to each specific job. Read the job description like it's the latest gossip about your favorite celebrity. What skills and qualities are they looking for? Now, go through your experiences and find examples that show you have those skills. It's like playing matchmaker between your background and the job requirements. And please, for the love of all that is holy, never start your cover letter with "to whom it may concern." It's 2024, not 1954. Do some research and find out who's likely to be reading your application. Then you address it to them. It shows you've put in effort and aren't just spamming every job listing you can find. Number 4. Upskill like your life depends on it. In today's job market, learning doesn't just stop when you toss that graduation cap. Continuous learning is like a career fountain of youth. It keeps you relevant and competitive. The good news is that we live in the golden age of online learning. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and LinkedIn Learning offer courses on everything, from digital marketing to science data, and many of them are free or low cost. Look at job descriptions in your field of interest. What skills keep popping up? Well, those are your targets. Learn them, practice them, and add them to your resume. It's like leveling up in a video game. But instead of defeating the final boss, you're landing your dream job. Number 5. Don't be afraid to start small. Here's a hard truth. Your first job might not be your dream job, but that's okay. Think of it as the first step in your career staircase, not the entire journey. Entry-level jobs, internships, or even volunteer positions can be a great way to get your foot in the door. They give you practical experience, help you build your network, and might lead to better opportunities down the line. Remember, even Beyoncé had to start somewhere. She didn't wake up one day as Queen Bey. She put in the work, starting with small gigs and working her way up. Your career can have the same glow up if you're willing to put in the effort. But if you're still not convinced, let's talk about someone who took a bad degree and turned it into a success story that'll make your jaw drop. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Kat Cole. Now you might be thinking, who's Kat Cole? Well, buckle up because her story is wilder than a roller coaster ride at Six Flags. Kat started her career as a Hooters waitress. Yep, you heard that right. She was studying engineering but dropped out due to financial constraints. Talk about a less than ideal degree situation, right? But here's where it gets interesting. Kat didn't let her lack of a degree hold her back. She worked her way up from a waitress to vice president of Hooters at just 26 years old. How? By embracing every opportunity to learn and grow. She then went on to become the president of Cinnabon at 32, and later the COO and president of Focus Brands, overseeing huge brands like Auntie Anne's and Carvel's. All this without a college degree. Kat's secret? Perseverance, a willingness to learn, and the ability to recognize and seize opportunities. She didn't let her lack of a traditional education define her. Instead, she used her experiences and skills to create her own path to success. The takeaway? Your degree or lack thereof doesn't determine your destiny. It's what you do with the opportunities in front of you that counts. So next time you're feeling down about your bad degree, remember Kat Cole. If she can go from Hooters waitress to company president, imagine what you can do with your degree and the strategies we've discussed. So there you have it. All you need to remember is that with determination, strategic planning, and a dash of Kat Cole style perseverance, you can land that job, regardless of your degree. Also, if you could create your own dream job description, what would it be? Let's get creative in the comments below. The wilder the better. And well, that's basically how to get your first job after college with a bad degree. And thank you guys so much for watching today's video. And hey, it seems that YouTube thinks that the next video can completely transform your financial situation. Want you to find out whether they're correct. And please don't forget to click the subscribe button to see more videos on how to thrive wisely. Till next time.